Well, 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 here we are, back in the old place in Kendall, New York. The house still looks great. It's sold, so the mission is, as of course, even if I didn't sell the house, got to get the cool cars and trucks back over to Utah. I'll have to excuse the fact that I can't speak well right now because we didn't sleep at all on the plane, so I'm a zombie. But anyway, Big Bob is pretty much ready, or so we should hope, to make this trip. My friend Will came over and is a superhero and kind of strengthened up the bed on Big Bob a little bit. So now we've got support areas here, some anchor points to actually put down the ratchet straps over the wheels, some extra strength to give structure for where the car is actually going to ride and sit on the back of the bed. Sturdied it up a little bit. Again, this truck comes from Washington State, and then I bought it from Ohio, and it was hauling trees and apple trees and stuff its whole life, so it's built to haul a load. The original two-piece wheels on here, I was looking into potentially getting new tires for it. It doesn't make sense to do that, so instead what we're actually doing is I've got a new set of wheels and tires that are getting shipped here into town. The wheels are already here, the tires are on their way, so hopefully by Monday the tires are here. They can mount the tires and the wheels over in the shop. We'll drive the truck out there, take these old things off, keep one as a spare just in case we need it on the road, and get the new wheel and tire combination mounted up on Big Bob, and not only be cruising safely down the road, but it should actually drive way smoother because these old two-piece wheels with this, you know, probably 2-ply freaking garbage tube tire is just chunky and clunky going down the road. It's like right on a Clydesdale. So hopefully it'll be going smoother down the road, which means we can go faster. It's a slightly bigger tire too. So these are 920s for the tires, and it's a 20-inch wheel. And we're actually upgrading to a 22.5 inch wheel. So we'll uncover Big Bob here in a minute, and let's go look at what's hiding over here. So what we've got in here is the other part of this amazing journey, my 70 Dodge Superbee. This car, many of you may already know, I purchased I think 3 years ago, and I haven't got a chance to start working on it yet because I'm always just doing a million other things and traveling around the country and moving here and moving there. So one of my dream cars here, I've got it. It's got to get back to New York. So Alex was just like, well, let's just get it on the back of Big Bob. Like, I bought Big Bob so I can transfer cars around the country, but it's just not ready yet. You know, the back of the truck isn't quite set up to do that just yet. There's no ramp. But then we're like, you know what? If we can hire a guy with a rollback to come out here, pick up the Superbee, stick it on the back of Big Bob, and if Big Bob's bed doesn't break, we can use him to do what essentially I want to do with the truck for the rest of its life. So we're going for it. So the Superbee is going to get picked up after we get the new wheels and tires on Big Bob, put on the back of that truck, and you're going to have the coolest looking 65 Dodge D500 riding down the road, green machine with this original paint, top banana 70 Superbee on the back of it, and it's just going to be so killer. It's a 4-speed truck. Who knows what we'll get for fuel mileage and top speed, and this is just going to be a wild trip. It's going to be 3 days, maybe 4, total of 2,000 miles. If we can do this averaging 60 miles an hour a day, we might be able to do it in 3. We came here in October of 2020. Alex and I drove my 66 Wildcat from this exact place across country in 3 days, and it averaged maybe a little over 60. So we're hoping for the best on this. Here again is the Superbee, and this car does roll and steer, as do the other cars in here, my two 63 Dodge 330s. These cars are awesome in my opinion. A lot of people might not know about these or have really ever seen them. They kind of got a big, funky, ugly grill up front, but I think that's what makes them look so cool. And I'll show you the grill when I get the 4-door here pulled out. I bought this from an old drag car racer in Pennsylvania near Pittsburgh, $2,000. I was on eBay one night and I was just poking around. I've always wanted a set of Dodge 330s, and I saw a pair and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna win this for $2,000. And no crap, I won both of these cars for $2,000. I'm about to spend almost double what I paid for them in shipping to get them across the country. Let's just forget about that part and I'll just eat it. But either way, still, for the amount of money that I paid for both of these cars and even for shipping them, I think it's totally worth it. They're such cool cars. The 4-door's got all the bright work. It's got a slant 6. It'll actually crank over and run for a minute on its own. The 2-door here, which is not an original 413 max wedge car, but it does have a 413 block that came with it. A long block, as well as it was a 4-speed car, so I'm gonna make it a max wedge clone. That's what I'm kind of looking to do, and have this thing be some bad street machine, and maybe I'll keep the 4-door and use it. Maybe I'll even actually do the work on the doors and actually turn it into a 2-door. Who the heck knows what I'll wind up doing. But nonetheless, these two are getting picked up tonight with a car shipper. And then we get the superbee on Big Bob. So if I didn't confuse you all enough with that entire wild plan, that's what's going on. So right now, I need to get those cars aired up and out of the garage so the guy can come pick them up tonight. And we need to get Big Bob unwrapped, get the battery in it, crank him up, see if he still runs. And hopefully everything still checks out. So let's go do it. Let's get Big Bob unwrapped and put the battery in him and see if he still cranks up and runs, because that's kind of the other important thing. You know, we're gonna have new wheels and tires on him, but does he still run? And is he gonna have the juice to pull the superbee? I'll show you guys something pretty fun inside the door jamb over there. I think he's rated for 165 horsepower from the factory, so we'll see how he does. Not fun though. We do need to clean this out. Maybe I can get a vacuum over here. But this is Big Bob, his interior. Yeah, you can see a little mice poop down here. I have to clean that out a little bit before we hit the road. But this truck is pretty dang cool. Getting Big Bob uncovered. Looks like he has some wasps trying to make a home with him. Sorry, bees, but this ain't for you. This is my truck. Big Bob. There he is in all of his glory. Hell yeah. Big Bob, my dude. Okay. So yeah, like I said, let's see if the light still works. Cool. I did a couple little things to it right before we got ready to make this road trip like a year ago, and now it's happening. Should be full on fuel. So yeah, just need to get the battery in and see if he'll crank up. Fun sometimes. And there's the 318 poly with the really cool compressor that's in line with the belt line with the air over hydraulic system, which if you guys had seen when I bought Big Bob, this all blew going down the road, and I got all of these lines actually fixed. So all right, we're still good on coolant. Cool. I believe I changed the oil on the truck not too long ago. You can see the brand new oil filter down there. Fuel line coming up here is good and new. There's our dipstick. Nice. That'll do. Let's grab the battery for Big Bob over here on the battery tender, which hopefully has done its job. Let's see what happens now. Oh, hello, sexy. Hopefully this battery's still got some juice in it. Alright, I just need to clean off these terminals because they got a little grimy sitting there in the garage. Terminals cleaned off. Let's see if we have contact. Our ground and our positive. Wish us luck. Trust the keys. What you got for me? Holy crap. Are you kidding me? I pumped it, what, twice? This truck has not ran since October 2020. That's October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 7 months. I swear to God, I literally just got in this truck, pumped it twice. Big Bob cranks up. Big Bob said, we're doing this. Big Bob said, put the Super Bee on my back because we got this. Wow. Holy crap. That is so cool. A happy old 318 Poly. Hell yes. Guys, this is gonna happen. So that buzzing you're hearing is the air over hydraulic brake tank over here, which I left open to purge. Gotta close her up. So now it's gonna fill that tank up to 100 PSI. And when it does, the buzzer will stop buzzing. And that's where we get our wonderful air horn, which still works. This is insane. This is insane. I can't believe it. I'm serious. You guys might be thinking I'm pulling one. I'm not. I got in that truck and just pumped that pedal twice. Didn't even sit on the pedal and just started up. That is so damn cool. Big Bob. This is happening. This is so happening. Gonna have that Super Bee on the back of Big Bob. Yes. Okay, and you hear the buzzer just turned off. That means we got full air pressure. Now final test, I'm just gonna get in it, make sure it actually still stops and goes into gear. So let's do that real quick. And she stops. Hell yeah, first. Beyond happy right now. This is so cool. Big Bob is gonna do it. He's gonna do it. I know it. Even that door shuts so nice. This is so cool, guys. This is really happening. All we gotta do now is just get the bee on the back of Big Bob. Cool thing is that it actually still has the old winch setup, which is actually a manual crank winch setup with these steel cables from when it would have apple trees back here. So we could use these winches too to kind of additionally secure around the K-member on the Super Bee and give it just like a crap ton of strength to hold that thing on there, and hopefully she doesn't roll off the back and just take a ride down the highway. How great is this? If this makes it all the way to Utah. So cool. Tested and proven. Big Bob is ready to go. We're waiting on the Super Bee because we got to get new wheels and tires on Big Bob first. So again, tonight, the two 330s are getting picked up. These tires are kind of flat, as you can see. So we need to air them up, and my friend Will once again came in clutch and lent me his compressor so we can get some air in these tires, get these two bad girls pushed out, and have them staged and ready to go for the shipper to show up. Airing up old tires is always fun. Let's watch these come to life for a minute. The car lifts. It's alive. It's alive. Now, one of these tires in the front of this car will not hold air for more than like a minute. So we're gonna find out here soon if that's this one or the other one. I think this one's a good one for the obvious reasons. So we'll move on to the other side. Get a look and see. This is definitely our trouble wheel. And I can't get it off right now because the studs are spinning off of the hub. So it's just a lot of work and a pain in the butt. So we're just gonna play with getting it full, get it out, and then when the shipper comes, fill it up again, get it up there, it'll deflate, and then when it gets over to Utah, I have to inflate it again to roll it off. So Just one of them things. Here's our engine compartment on the two-door 330. It's actually still got the wiring harness there. I'll probably wind up redoing all the wiring, but all this stuff is there and in place, and you can actually see this car was originally like a teal color and someone had painted it blue. We do have a fender tag, which is also super cool. So yeah, there is a 413 long block I have sitting in the trunk of this thing right now, and that'll get put up here one day, matched behind a 4-speed and maybe a Dana 60 or an 8 3/4 in the rear. It's gonna be cool. But for now, here's our favorite tire, the one that holds air for like a minute, just enough to get it out. Unless it cracked again so much that it actually cracked over its own leaks, and it doesn't leak again. So we're about to find out here. Drum roll. Oh yeah, she's still leaking. Right here. There it is. So yeah, we got a good 2 or 3 minutes of air on this thing. This car kind of sunk down into the ground in this garage, so it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to push off the back here. Almost. Oh, it doesn't like that. Right uphill. We got this. There we go. Oh yeah. So we do it. Super cool. Money. Why do I do this to myself every time? Get him back to life. I need some reinforcements for that one. So trying to heave-ho this thing myself just is not panning out because that front tire is really sunk in pretty good, and it's a little spare pizza cutter, tiny little thing. So you know what? Let's just grab Big Bob and use Big Bob to pull him out. Try and work smarter, not harder, Frank. Try and work smarter, not harder. Okay. Perfect. All right, let's keep going a little bit. Okay, let's push the final 330 into place. No, Frankie, I don't capisci because I'm on 36 hours of no sleep and I don't capisci anything. Alright, let's go. Let's get the car back and then bring it over there. Alright, so our car shipper Oleg is here, but his trailer's a little bit long to get in the driveway, so he's going to unload one of the vehicles he has on his trailer, and unfortunately, again, he couldn't get it down the driveway, so we're going to push the old 330s out to the road, where you can kind of see him out there.
No, he couldn't. He probably could, but he's just wasn't crafty enough to do it.
This right here is all ants.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, babe. That's my girl. Get him. Just gotta get it out of the way. Hell yeah. Yeah! And so we just pushed out the 63 two-door and the other one's in the driveway. So we're gonna get this thing winched up, set up on this trailer. This thing will definitely beat us across country, so he'll probably be in Utah in like 2 or 3 days. Big Bob's gonna take 3 or 4. So Alex's mom's kind enough to meet him when he gets there with the car and help him unload. So we'll get this thing mounted up, ready to head across country. Yeah, keep going. It's hard to. I know my side looks okay.
Left.
Left?
Little bit. It goes straight right now.
Straight?
And now, not perfect.
Okay.
But camera is gender is on.
Is that big?
Little more right. Little bit. Good.
Why are you broken? Hey, Mr. Man.
Hey, babe.
Right, just control. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Gotcha.
Just right now it's night time.
Yeah.
This is easy. You see?
Yeah, you made that look easy. You came in hot. I thought you were about to smash it. You made that easy. Nice.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do it together.
That's it. All right, here they are, loaded on the trailer. Next time we see these two, they'll be in Utah. All right. Utah, here we come.
Give them a light.
Yeah, thanks. Going on.